This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Like about, that fourth quarter, the way the team, fought and got it within, I think 14 was as close as it got.
I think we came out, we fought hard. We never gave up. We didn't put our heads down when we make mistake. We just sprinted back, did what we needed to do. And also our press kind of gave us more intensity in speeding them up and turning them over. And that's what we did.
Yeah, we fought until the end, and I really credit this team for doing that. We had a lot of energy down the stretch, even though we were down big at one point. And it just shows that we're fighters and we're willing to compete for 4 quarters with the best teams in the country. And so I applaud this team for that.
And on the same note, that was they're ranked number 2, a really good team y'all played. What do you think that experience does for y'all now that you've gone against a team like that that's got a lot of height too?
I think it gets us ready for the SEC and just our game before the few games we have before the SEC, and just challenges us in our competitiveness and just getting us ready for those moments like that again.
Yeah, it allows us to compete against great players that we know we're going to see in the SEC, and then also when we make it to the tournament. So getting us ready for that instead of playing some of the teams that we have been playing that aren't as challenging, as ranked as UCLA. And so I feel like it gives us a different look, shows us what we need to work on to be able to beat these better teams that we will have to beat later in the season.
And last thing I got is I know Coach Neighbors likes to break y'all's schedule up like in little parts. I don't know if this is exactly how he did it, but this 4-game stretch y'all had with Fort Myers and then the past 2 that you played, just what do you think with that real gauntlet that y'all went through that y'all have learned about the team through playing those 4 games?
It shows us how we're fighters. We never give up. And when we play together, it shows a lot. And just how we did in Florida State. And then also in the fourth quarter of this game, it just shows how competitive we are and ready to fight whenever we play together.
Yeah, it shows that we don't care who we play against. We're going to fight. We're going to battle. It's not going to be easy, and they're not just going to run over us. I feel like we show a lot of fight, especially when we play these really good teams. And so I feel like that's what we learned from these 4 games.
Obviously y'all played some really good teams. Would you say that's the most complete team y'all played, best team y'all played, and just what makes them so good?
Yeah, they have posts, they have shooters, they have guards that can handle the ball. Everybody can handle the ball. They have a huge inside presence. They play an inside and out game. They're just a full complete team. They play both sides of the floor, play defense, they play offense, they get to their spots, run their sets. So yeah, that's probably one of the best teams that we've played so far. And they have every piece that you would need to win a national championship.
How difficult was, their length inside? I know you guys missed some layups tonight or today. Just, what's it like going against a team that just is that long on both sides of the floor?
It just shows us how we need to use our body or like finish on 2 feet, like Coach Todd always says in practice, and just don't go in there expecting the ref to bail us out and just finishing on 2 feet, like I said. So.
Yeah, especially as a guard, as a smaller guard, going up against Lauren Betts, who's 6'7", it just shows like maybe you might not be able to score at the rim as much, and it opens up drives, open up kickouts, drives open up easier shots for other people. So not necessarily driving to score for yourself, but driving to create for other people.
Just real quickly, they kind of had a huge run in the second and third quarter, and then in first and fourth, you guys were right there. What kind of led to them creating that separation, you think, in the middle 2 quarters? How did they kind of build their lead?
Yeah, we just I felt like in the second and third quarters we turned the ball over quite a bit, so they capitalized off our turnovers. That's the biggest thing that they did in that second and third quarter. And I feel like our shot selection can get better across the board. It can get better. And I feel like some of the shots that we took led to those easy runouts or easy 3-pointers in transition. And so I feel like it was just shot selection and turnovers that led to them being able to go on their little run.
And a little bit of more fight on the defensive rebound aspect. So
for Maryam, what's it like? I heard you coming in talking about Betts and how she's about as tall of a player as you've played against. I know Camila Cardoso's up there as well. What challenges does she present trying to defend her in the paint?
I just felt like she was every bit of 6'7", and just going against her was hard, but we just you just had to fight and just make sure to get her out of position and have her turn the ball over more consistently than she did in the past few games. And that was what we prepared for. And I hope.
Talia, you mentioned this team's balance. They have one of the best guard groups in the entire country. Just as a competitor, how much fun is it, and to take on a challenge like that against a group of guards like that?
Yeah, it's always fun. Being able to compete against the best of the best. That's what I came here to do, compete against those good players. That's why I chose to play in the SEC. To be able to compete against guards who have been here 4 or 5 years and that know how to play, can play. There was a draft pick she's going to be a first round draft pick out there. So it was fun competing against all of them, and then just seeing where I measure up against them, and be able to compete against them and show them and prove what I am against them.
Yeah, talking about showing what you are. I know no discredit to like the teams y'all played early in the year, but you were scoring in those games. You just got done proving 3 straight games against ranked teams that you can score against anybody. Just where's your confidence at right now with your abilities?
Yeah, my confidence, it's always been high. Even if we lose, win, the confidence always has to be high. It can't waver. It can't drop low. And so my confidence has stayed high. I know I get in the gym. I know I work. I know I have teammates and coaches that believe in me and believe in what I do. And so my confidence, it doesn't drop. It stays high. And I credit that to everybody around me, my support system I have around me, and then the work that I put in.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.